Hi, it's Karen Gilbert from Simply Said with Karen, and I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I would like to show you some tips using the barn door stamp set along with the sliding door framelits. This is the card that I created first. It's a birthday card for my dad, and you'll notice the door slides back and forth. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I've done it in another color, and I'll just give you the measurements of what I've done. The door, this, is 2.5 by 3.5 Bermuda Bay cardstock, and I've stamped it with the door stamp here. And the next layer is 5 by 3 3/4 of Night of Navy, and then I cut this first with the framelits. This is the framelit that you cut to slide your door back and forth. And my tip for this one is that you make sure that you have sufficient space here, have, quite a bit of cardstock up here and along the bottom, because you need to have the mechanism slide, but you also have to attach it to your card. So you do that. I cut this strip in black, and it's the hardware that goes along with it. So this is the framelit here. Then there's two faux sliders, which are these right here, these ones here, and they're faux because they only get attached to the door, because if you attach them to the top, then your door wouldn't. So that's these two little pieces here. Then the door has a handle, which I attached, cut in black and attached to here. The next thing I did was I took and I stamped the wreath here, this wreath here. I stamped it once in garden green, and then again in pink flamingo. Now there's two wreaths in the set. This is the one I cut out the green one with, so I cut this, and then I cut out of the pink fleur de flamingo, I cut the flowers with the die cut. Then I just attached the flowers over top of the green flowers that are stamped, and added a little pearls to them, and tied a piece of Night of Navy baker's twine at the top. Okay, so now I want to show you how you can put all of this together. After I cut the slits, I ran it through the plank embossing folder to give it a kind of a barnish look. I would recommend that you do that after you cut the slots, so as not to have a line going down each side of your card front. Now, to do the attachments, to attach the door, what you do is you need 8 circles, 1/2-inch circles, and you can use washers, but it makes the card a little heavy, and so it would cost extra to mail it, and this will work fine. Use the mini dimensionals and put 1 dimensional in each of the circles. Then you take 1 circle, and when I did this one up here, I tried to get them evenly spaced, and I find that if you put the dimensionals so that there's a square here, you're better off. So then you take the other one and you just put it on top, and then just do that for the next one. Now before you attach the door, I would suggest that you stamp on either side of a plain piece of Whisper White the sentiments, and these are done in Night of Navy, and they're the sentiments that come with the stamp set. May your troubles be less, your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. That's a really cute saying. So now we're ready to attach the door. So just get these little things lined up, and I would move them as close to the end as you could get them so that it slides really well. So attach your door, and like I said, try and get them evenly spaced. So what you want to do is make sure that it covers half of your sentiment, and let's just check that out. So it moves around quite easily. Now to attach it, and I've used the same Night of Navy to attach it, and it's probably a good idea to use the adhesive strips, as they're a little thicker and it'll raise it up a little bit more from the next layer. So there you can see the little mechanism there that helps the door move, and I think I have a perfect size here. This is where it gets a little tricky, because you don't want the adhesive to interfere with the mechanism. So I would just try and get it as close to the top as possible, and instead of putting it all the way across, I would just put it in certain area, because you're probably going to have to help it move. I got a frog in my throat. Before I go any further, I want to test it to make sure it's okay. So that slides pretty good. So then you just can do that on the bottom, same as the top, really close to the edge. Now just peel off the backing. I've got all the tape off the backing off the tape. Now I'm just going to line it up in the center of this panel, and we'll just check the door again. But it should be fine. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to finish the rest of the card. I'll speed up the video, and because I think we all know how to put a card together, and I'll come back and show you the finished product. Thanks for joining. Okay, I have the card all together, and I just wanted to show you what is in the inside of the card, and I'm going to put a sentiment in there. But there's a die cut that is square, and with some filigree on it. And you just cut it out and then cut it in half, and I just put it on both of the bottom corners. You could add something else in there if you wanted, or just a sentiment. That's it. That is how you build the barn door. I hope you give this a try, and stay tuned for more videos on tips and tricks, and we'll see you again later. Bye for now.